Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Campus Care Ed Talks. Ed Talks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is benefits of an active professional learning community. And to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Mrs. Pooja Bose, ma'am, Principal of Pacific World School, Greater Noida West. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing, ma'am? It's so great to have you here on board with us.
Thank you. Great to be here on board with you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, firstly, what is an active professional learning community? How do you explain it, and what exactly is it for? What is let's say its purpose?
As we are going to talk about professional learning community, but a community of learners that is important, and it is an active one. That means it's not dormant. It is dynamic. It is functional, and it is very much productive. So, a professional learning community is a team of educators who share ideas amongst each other. And there's a common purpose behind it, which is to increase productivity and to enhance student learning. So it's a community of learners, it's a community of educators, and it's a community of people who are engaged in productive discussions in order to enhance their own productivity as professionals and also the productivity of the learning environment in which they function. And hence, the common result and the common purpose of this community is that the learning becomes better and better.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was very wonderfully explained what an active professional learning community is. So, ma'am, how is it different from the traditional structure, the teaching structure, the traditional way, the chalk and the sorry, the chalk and the blackboard. So, how is it different from that?
Traditionally, in a school setting, I'll talk only about school because I can give you live examples of a traditional working environment in a school wherein the teachers are working in silos. They are teaching and they are learning, but there is hardly any interaction or communication between the teachers. So, what happens is that in case they come across any hurdle, any challenge, any roadblock, they do not have any platform wherein they can reach out to the other peer or colleague of theirs. But if such a learning community exists in a school setup, then the teachers can come and meet maybe once a week or once in a fortnight and discuss their problems, discuss their challenges, and collaborate with each other in order to help and come across any solutions, if any. The second purpose, which doesn't happen in a traditional environment, is that there is a lot of room for innovation in a professional learning community. So, new methodologies, new teaching practices can be discovered while these discussions are going on in a community setup. So, this is a good platform to share common experience, and B, it increases innovation and it reduces problem solving challenges. So it is a good way of solving problems collaboratively, and ideas are also shared with each other. So maybe somebody is facing a certain challenge, the other teacher or peer can give some sort of solution to that challenge. So it's a good common ground for experience sharing, which doesn't happen in a traditional setup.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much. Moving forward, ma'am, what are some of the factors? What are some of the things that make a good professional learning community, in your opinion, ma'am?
Okay, so a good professional community would definitely be an active one. It's dynamic. It does not exist only in namesake. It is very much alive. It is fast changing. Members keep getting added, and also it changes its purpose, its character continuously. So that will be a good professional learning community. The second is it's constantly meeting.
Yeah.
There is constant there's a constant meetup happening maybe once a month, and there is a certain goal setting in those meetings. There's always an agenda, there's a purpose why we are going to meet this time. And also it is highly engaged. People, members of that community will feel engaged and very much activated as members of that community. There is no such styling of leader and subordinate in such communities. So already, although there is a moderator in these communities or groups, but that moderator's purpose is only to enhance collaboration and not to lead the discussion process. So therefore it is not only engaging, it is also constantly evolving, and it is also very much live with new ideas. Also, here I'd like to add that there is not always consent in these communities. There's always some time when there is some sort of disagreement, but that should be a productive and purposeful disagreement, which would ultimately lead to new solutions and new
Yeah.
ideas. So that is one of the characteristics of a good professional learning community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, active professional learning community, how is it beneficial for the students, ma'am?
So, as I mentioned before, it kind of enhances students' learning, it improves the teaching, and therefore the results, the learning environment of the school improves, and the academic achievements of the students also improve post discussions or in such a learning community. It is also brainstorming of new ideas that happens in these communities, I hope. And the best practices will obviously improve the pedagogies in the school, and also the students will benefit directly from such innovative changes. So therefore a lot of room for reflection happens. There are definite learning outcomes which happen in such communities. So obviously the end result is that the students benefit a lot from such discussions.
Absolutely, ma'am. Lastly, ma'am, do you believe that this active learning, active professional learning community, does it promotes educators' contributions also in an organization's development?
Of course, it does benefit and improves. It lightens the burden of the teachers, but at the same time, it builds longer relationships and team spirit amongst the educators. When the educators are, bonding well, then naturally there is a lot of mutual trust amongst them, and with the enhancement of improvement of such a trust, there is an enhancement of productivity also. So it lightens the conflict in the setup, and also it builds productivity, trust, team building. So it's basically a win-win situation, not only for the educators but also for the school.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here today. It was lovely having you here on board with us and, listening to your experiences and viewpoints.
All right, wish you all the best. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
having
much,
me.
Pooja, ma'am. And for all the viewers watching us out, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Thank you.